Hey everyone, I'm Faeine with themodernrealtors.com, and I'm here with Juliet, the owner of Original Hot Yoga. Juliet, can you just introduce your business and who you are?
Yes, thank you for the introduction. My name is Juliet Williams. I am owner and director of Original Hot Yoga Abbotsford down here and downtown Little Abbotsford. We have been here for 14 years, since 2007, the first hot yoga studio in the Fraser Valley. Again, many people don't know where we are because we're in this big building upstairs, but we're happy here to share our story and how we started and how we're going to keep going. Been here through thick and thin. I've taught here for 12 years. Took a little break after it switched owners for a bit. And then when they were going to sell 6 years ago, I got a phone call and they're like, do you want to buy your old studio?
So let's talk about that. So you're not the original owner of the studio then, but do I have this right? You were actually a teacher here to start out with?
I was a student.
You were a student here.
I was a student for the first 2 years.
How did you go, tell me a little bit about the process on how you went from student to now owner.
No, it's crazy. I got addicted. It's very addictive. Everyone will tell you that. After one class, you seriously feel amazing. Like the physical and mental benefits of the yoga practice are extremely powerful.
I've heard that. Yeah. A lot of people say that. Yes.
Yeah, like I've done regular yoga before, but as soon as I got that hot class, like my whole body just from draining my lymphatic system, resetting my mind, I just felt $1 million. I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, this is amazing. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. And so you discovered that here then by being a student.
I did my intro month and I was coming every day. Sometimes I wanted to come twice a day. My mom would literally have to drive me here on her way to driving my brother to school because I was only 17 years old. And I would stay at the old house coffee shop, which is no longer there, but I would go there, study, and then I'd walk across and do my yoga. And one time I was studying for an exam, going into nursing school, and the owner comes in, Randy Brinks at the time, and she goes, "Oh, that just hurts my head looking at it. You should just be a yoga teacher." And I said, and I just kept thinking, I'm like, yeah, like I'm not book smart. I should. And told my dad, and he was like, I'm not funding you for that. Like nursing school, yes, but we have no idea where this yoga is going to take you. And then there I was working 2 jobs, paying for my tuition to my teacher training in Las Vegas of 3 months intensive training, no breaks.
Wow, and that's for the yoga
instructor.
That
was for the hot yoga instruction at that time. That's where it was. It changes up all the time, but it was intense and something that I'm so glad I went forward to.
Yeah. So from being a student to getting your instruction, like yoga instructor's license, is that the right terminology?
Yes.
So can you explain sort of the transition that you went to from student to now you have your instructor's license, and then how did you go from that to ownership?
Well, the ownership door just kind of opened for me. I obviously wanted to, that's every yoga teacher's dream. Own your own studio. Yeah. Do your own hours, make it your all. Yeah. But I was just teaching here, teaching there. My dream was really to go travel the world, and once you have your hot yoga license, you can teach anywhere, especially if you're from Canada. They're like, come in, there's open doors everywhere. So I was on my way to go to Australia, and then I just kept teaching more and more and more. I was in Maple Ridge teaching, Langley mostly, Surrey, New West, Chilliwack, and here in Abbotsford. So I was bouncing around. Sometimes I had to go to 3 different studios a day. And that's when I got the phone call from Tony Brinks, the original owner, and said, do you want to buy the studio? I thought he was joking. He's like, yeah, we're either shutting the doors or you can buy it. We'll give you a good deal. So I told my dad and my fiance, who's my husband now, and they sat down with him and the numbers were good and it was all in order, and the next day I was the owner of Original Hot Yoga Abbotsford. So it was crazy.
Wow. So you kind of took a bit of a leap of faith to a certain degree, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm teaching every day, all day anyway, so we might as well just jump in. And we were a family business. My dad is like He's the handyman around the studio. He's the one who picks up things for us, fixes everything. Like my dad has his own renovation business, so that really, really helps him.
That helps a lot.
Oh, definitely. He's a plumber. He's everything. And then my sister, she was the reception at Langley Hot Yoga Studio.
Okay.
And so I kind of took her under my wing and got her to do a hot teachers yoga course, and we teamed up and we're a 50-50 partner.
So I love that you really have that sort of that family aspect of the business as well too. Not only are you doing something you're clearly super passionate about, but also your family is really involved as well. So I mean that's a really amazing to see that.
Like we're a family-owned business. We're work together as a team, right? And to make this work, we've always done that. You know, it's been me, my dad, my sister, and my mother, who unfortunately passed away during this pandemic of terminal cancer. 58 definitely hit everyone hard, especially here being a family-owned studio. Our students are like family, but they were also supportive, you know, sending us cards, helping us. And when me and my sister had to take the time off to help her, and then of course when she passed, they were so helpful. It was literally like the students and the teachers ran the studio for us for that time. You know, that's why we're so eager to get back on, because they are our family.
It's like you've created a really tight-knit community here in the studio. Do you find a lot of your students are from here in Abbotsford, or
we actually have some from Chilliwack. We had some from Harrison coming in, because there used to be a hot yoga studio like in every 30-minute drive, but now we're like, it's us, and then the next is White Rock, and White Rock, then there's Surrey, of the form of this heated sequence that is very powerful. They call it the 26 and 2 Bikram method. That just everyone's so addicted to. There's oxygens and I think some other hot yoga studios around, but there's a specific yoga that everyone is drawn to. People drive in from Harrison, Chilliwack. People are visiting. They specifically call and like, do you offer the 26 and 2 method? They're like, yes, it's heated. Yes, we do. Okay, perfect. I'm coming. It's literally like their physio, their chiro, their therapy all in one session, and it's always the same sequence. So literally you can turn your mind off, let your body just move with the words from the teacher, and it's just an amazing sequence that is, you know, heals the body from the inside out, and I am for it.
What is the 26 and 2? Tell us about what your classes
26 postures and 2 breathing exercises done twice. If you're doing the hour version, some are only done once, which is totally fine, especially for those busy moms, busy workers, you know, have so much going on in your life. Yes, the hour version is just as good. That's what I do all the time because life is too busy. And going through the order, your body starts to open up. You know, you're going through your lymphatic system, your circulatory system, everything, you know, healing the body. And most of all, people with that chronic pain that are coming here. Like, this practice isn't for the fit and the extremely healthy. Like, of course it's for those people. They'll love it. But it's mostly for those people who are in chronic pain, those who need it to help their injuries. You know, again, the mental aspects of are endless. Again, very powerful, as I was saying before. It helps with your sleep and wake cycles, help us with depression, anxiety, balancing out your entire mood, just resetting your hormones, just certain postures of compression, extension, releasing, and that's where the benefits come in.
What would you say to somebody who has never done a hot yoga before and who might be a little intimidated about coming? Like, I mean, I'm sure that there's lots of people that are going to be seeing this that want to, that you know, might be compelled to come and try one of your classes. What would you say to them?
I would say, you know, call us or email us, ask us your questions, tell us your concerns so we can get comfortable with each other before you come, right? And we will definitely help you in those areas that you are insecure about, because it's, again, like I said, this is for the people that need it mentally and physically.
So do you have 2 different classes where you have like the beginners and intermediate and advanced, or
there's no judgment in this sequence. Okay. Everyone's a beginner. Everyone could be a beginner, everyone could be advanced. It's what you are capable of. Everything goes in steps. It's what your body's capable at that time. Again, everything goes in steps. We say if you can't do that, if you aren't doing it the correct way and that next step, you need to go back at the beginning. And that's why our teachers walk around the room or go in areas where they could see the students to make sure everyone was going in it just safely and correctly. And we talk through it. The teacher does not do the yoga class because we know how to do it. Yeah. Why do we need to do it? Yeah. We talk you through it, we watch you through it, we make sure you're grabbing your foot in the right form, the right direction, because every simple movement, every simple transition helps the body. And if you're not doing it the right way, you're not getting the full benefits of the class.
And now you've done some renovations and some upgrades to the building itself in order to improve
of course.
circulation too, haven't you?
Yeah, like again, being here for 14 years, there's some things that needed to be done when we bought the studio, slowly picking away at the floor, new flooring, new carpets, new painting. But most of all, during this pandemic, we, our first shutdown on March 15th, about 2 weeks later, we invested in a new HVAC system, a heat recovery ventilation system that pulls air from the rooftop and refilters and cleans all the stale air in the room every 15 minutes.
Wow.
And then on top of that, we wanted to make the safest, healthiest, fastest heat source. So we replaced our old electric heat system with the new high efficiency hydronic forced air system that again filters the air through a HEPA filter, again constantly circulating, reheating the air. We have a beautiful steam wall that goes up the beautiful marble and sprinkles into the room to help to keep it humid. But once you start sweating and you feel that air ventilation system running, you can breathe so good.
Wow.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, you definitely feel that when you're practicing. And we have air purifiers in the room as well to help clean the air. We invested in that. So we have one of the best heating systems and air quality systems than most any gyms really. It's a big investment that we put, and we're so glad we did.
How can people get a hold of you, and how can people find you on social media, or do you have a website, or how can people reach you?
We have our website, www.originalhotyogaabbotsford.com, in our name. And we have our Instagram, Original Hot Yoga Abbotsford, and as well as our Facebook page as well.